why is having fun overrated? Now, I'm not telling you not to have fun. I like having fun. But only in the dictionary does the word success come before the word work because it's alphabetical. So this is personal to me. And I've always wondered, like, why am I so serious? Like, I enjoy racing cars. I enjoy, going to movies. I enjoy, relaxing. I have enjoyments. I love dancing. You maybe didn't know that. I used to be a dancer on Soul Train and American Bandstand with my boy Lance Triggs. That's in my book, The Memo. If you haven't picked the book up, pick it up and go to Operation Hope, by the way, and make a donation to Operation Hope. Get a copy from them or through them, operationhope.org. If you read the book yet, Ambassador Young talks about me, my dancing obsession there. So I love fun, but why have I always been so serious? In some ways, I'm like the opposite of my wife in that regard. She's very serious about the fashion and the arts and wellness, but she's lighthearted about everything, and she loves life, and I love to work, and I have a disdain for people who waste time and waste energy, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I was talking to my mother one day, Juanita Smith, an amazing human being, who's told me she loved me every day of my life. Thank you, Mom. And she explained it to me perfectly. We were talking about, growing up, and my dad, who I love, and in many ways I'm a businessman because I saw him be a businessman. But, my mother was focused on raising her children, saving money, doubling down, owning a home, building. And my dad was focused on having fun. So my dad had, I remember he had like the lizard skin shoes and, the loud clothes and outfits. He loved going to the club. He loved hanging out with, groups of people. He loved pretty ladies and looking at pretty things and pretty cars. I love cars. He loved being, in the moment, and he loves being social. And again, nothing wrong with that. Got to get the work done first. And my dad got that memo sort of screwed up. And so he confused business with busyness. And my dad ran a business for 54 years. And mind you, my mother worked a job, a McDonnell Douglas aircraft at $18 an hour. I believe that's what she made. When she was not being laid off because the contract was over. And then, by the way, when she was laid off, she'd go work wherever. She could irritate me and come work at my school as a janitor, or whatever job was available. And then she came another time, worked as a security guard because she wanted to be around her children. Anyway, my mother worked a job and she never went on welfare. She would just work wherever she could. And when she was trying to buy a house, when my mom and dad divorced, she would call home to my sister, Monty Morrow Hoskins, and ask her to make some more handicraft, because she'd sell them at work. If she had an order, she'd sell it at work the next day. And that extra money that she made, I'll do a video on this on what couples should do to build wealth. One of them should make money and one of them should build wealth. I'll do a video on that. And my mother would sell that handicraft, take the money from the handicraft, put it in an account at the bank, and that became the down payment for her first home. And my mother's now bought and sold 4 homes, and is financially independent, 850 plus credit score, and does what she likes, whenever she likes, with whomever she likes. I asked my mother, "You gonna get married again?" She said, "Maybe, baby. But if I do, it's gonna be a BMW." I said, "Mom, I didn't ask you what kind of car do you want. You gonna get married?" She said, "Yeah, I know what you meant. I'm gonna get married. He's gonna be a BMW, a black man working." So my mother was focused in that way. My dad, and she worked a job. So I want you to think about I don't want you to think that you can't work a job and build wealth, because you can. My dad owned a business for 54 years. 54 years, and died dead broke. And I took care of him the last 15 years of his life. Made it, but couldn't keep it. He made $1, spent $1.50. The more money we made, the broker we got, because my dad was not financially literate. And my dad was too prideful to ask my mother for advice, right? So, and my Ambassador Andrew Young says that men and women fail for 3 reasons: arrogance, pride, and greed. If you're going to conquer, if you're going to achieve this, you guys have to understand the Bible says the house divided cannot stand. You guys have to work as a partnership, you and your mate, and my dad didn't do that, and didn't ask my mom for advice. So we made it and lost it. And we had a gas station, an 8-unit apartment building, a nursery, our own home. Anyway, we lost it all. And my mother had to start all over again. And my dad thought he was winning, and he didn't realize that actually he won the battle, my mother won the war. And my dad died broke because he was too focused on having fun, too focused on flossing and running around and not putting in the time, not grinding. And my mother was focused. If this t-shirt didn't say conquer, it would say focused. If you want to conquer, you've got to focus. So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you you have to focus. So I want you to focus right now on sharing this video, making a comment about what you've seen today. I'll respond to you. Share this video on your platforms. Tell your friends all about this movement. We have over 1 million followers now and growing. And go see my friends at Operation Hope, which I founded that helped to change your life. Find a Hope Inside location near you. We're at Hope Inside communities, Hope Inside of bank branches, Hope Inside of community groups. Now we're at Hope Inside of employers. We're coming to a neighbor near you, and we're changing your life. We're, amongst other things, we're moving credit scores 120 points in 24 months. Because nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points. I'm out. Stay focused on whatever is most important to you, and don't let anybody get you off your grind. Let me know what you think. I'm out.